What's going on? Podcast episode 151. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. It's Wednesday, June 24th. On my way to work. Hit the gym, hit the sauna, hit the shower. And we're back at it, baby. Back at it. Wifey and I, we had Monday off. So kind of a shorter week this week, which is kind of nice. It's funny because anytime you have like a day off in the middle of the week, it kind of gets you all jumbled up. And my wife was asking, what are we doing this weekend? I'm like, damn, girl, like we just had a weekend. And honestly, it's coming up, so I'll take it, baby. I'll take it. But yeah, man, hope everyone's having a good week so far. Couple music announcements. Two new albums out now. Cruize. We dropped it back in April, but I'm still pushing it, baby. Still pushing it. My new solo project, Cruize, is out now. And just super proud of the work that we put into it. And also my project with my friend Young Kai is out now. Bag for my bro. And yeah, man, we just dropped that a couple weeks ago. So go check them out. Let me know what you think. I am working on some new music as well. I'm kind of thinking maybe a July release date, but we'll see. Definitely not trying to rush into it, but we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. So just trying to keep it flowing this year. So far, it's been a successful year, I would say. And we always, just try to see how much further we could push the envelope. So just keeping it moving, baby. Update on my, because I know I've been talking about the complaint bracelet challenge, so I wanted to give an update on that. I am currently trying to hit day 3, and it's been a challenge, but that's a good thing. It's a good thing. I just talking with my friends and stuff, they always ask, like, doesn't it kind of like sting a little bit when you got to go back to day 0? And it does, it does. But at the same time, I know that I'm just reprogramming my mental, and, it's going to take some time, man, because I've been thinking this way for so long. And when you've programmed your head to think a certain way for as long as you have, it's going to take some time to reset and get back to a higher level of thinking. So it stings to go back to day 0, but at the same time, it does. I know that it's a good thing, and it's going to help me in the long run. So it also shows that I'm aware of the thoughts and words that are coming out of my mouth, Because you can think. That's the thing with this complaint challenge. You can think the thoughts. You just can't let them come out of your mouth, So yeah, man. Pushing for day 3. I think I'm like 3 months in, 2 or 3 months in now, maybe 2 months. So it's been a challenge, but when you read that book, A Complaint-Free World by Will Bowen, and towards the end of the book, there's like success stories, and there's people in there that it took them 8 months to finish the 21-day challenge. So I'm not trying to compare myself, but it's just a nice reminder that, it's going to take some time. There's going to be some disappointments along the way, as expected, but it's all for the best. So, yeah, man, a few different, changes that I've seen. I feel lighter, if that makes sense. I'm carrying, less of a burden and less pressure. I've sort of stepped back from things that, I felt like I needed to step back from. And one of those things, to be honest, was obviously was my day job. It's kind of like, you got to put things into perspective. And your job is not your full identity. It's just what you do to make money. And, I know deep down that I don't want it to be my full identity. Obviously I want to make money, make the most amount of money that I can. But there's also a ceiling on that. There's always a cap when you're working for somebody else. And instead of me trying to, push past that cap or that ceiling all the time and get frustrated every time that I do that, I've learned to realize, it is what it is. There's not anything that I can do about it. I've, fought for raises, I've fought for promotions, this and that, but they're only willing to give you so much, and so am I. So if they're only willing to give me so much, I'm only willing to give them so much as well. It's not being petty, it's not being facetious or anything like that. It's just the truth. I don't want to keep giving the best of myself to a place where I'm capped. It's just not, that's just not smart. You work smarter, not harder. And I'd rather give my best self to my family, myself, obviously, and people that are gonna, see my worth and not put a cap on it. So, yeah, man. So I've learned to really kind of hone in on that. And I do feel like that's helped kind of keep things light, keep things pressure free. Obviously there's going to be some amount of pressure, and you just have to know when to let go of things that you can't control or you can't handle on your own. You got to let go. And you can't be scared to let go, even though it is scary. I think when you let go, you see that, there's a lot of things in life that we really can't control. So there's no need in holding on to the stress that comes with it if you were just holding on. Because at some point you're going to get tired, you're going to get burnt out, and then you're going to be forced to let go. It's not going to be a decision anymore. It's going to be the force. You're going to be forced into doing it. So before you get to that moment, you might as well just trust God, trust yourself, and just let go of things that you just shouldn't be holding on to. And I'm not saying quitting or anything like that. You can only control the controllables. And if there's things in your life that you can't control, then quit trying to control them. Keep it simple, baby. Keep it simple. Yeah, man. Don't mean to get all preachy on you this morning. Just kind of been on my mind. I feel like that's been on my mind for a while now. You know, I guess if you were to look back at these videos, but yeah, man. Just trying to keep things light, baby. Keep it light. Keep it airy. You know, take a deep breath. Just allow yourself to enjoy the time that we get on earth. You know, just because we gotta work doesn't mean we can't enjoy it. Just because we got to take care of things around the house or take care of the family or whatever doesn't mean we can't enjoy it. We can enjoy it along the way. In fact, I think God wants us to enjoy it. I don't think God wants us to live uptight, constantly trying to hold on to things, and you know, I feel like God's just, He wants us to let go and just to have fun. Of course, that's what I feel. Maybe He's telling you something else. I was thinking about this, you know, I feel like I need to attribute a lot of my thinking and thought process recently, especially, to multiple people. But you know, I feel like there's people that I listen to every day. You know, you become like the 5 people you hang around the most, and you know, if you can't physically hang out with people or get around people, you know, I've always heard that you should put, you know, try to seek them out, like whether it's podcasts, videos, whatever it is. Seek out books, you know, that are gonna, you know, get you around these people that think differently than you, that stretch you, that pull you. So I feel like I need to attribute some of the thoughts and ways of thinking to, you know, there's a few people. So I would definitely say people that I listen to every single day are going to be Stephen Furtick. He's one of them. Jason Wilson. He's another. Theo Vaughn, honestly. You know, I know he's a comedian, but he's got a lot of wisdom and a lot of courage to speak up as a man about certain things. I would say Joel Osteen. I know sometimes he gets a bad rap, but I mean, he helps me. He helps me, and you know, I thank him for that. Phil Robertson, R.I.P. You know, I know, again, this is going to be kind of like a hot topic and like a cliche answer, but I would say David Goggins. You know, only because if you know anything about leadership, or if you seek it out on YouTube, you're always going to find something with Goggins in it, which is a good thing for him. I mean, he's a beast. You know, David Goggins. And who else, man? Who else? I'm trying to think. Dry Creek Wrangler School. I know his name's Dwayne. I can't remember his last name, but yeah, Dwayne from Dry Creek. And yeah, man. So those are a few people that I listen to, I would say almost daily. You know, just trying to get a little nuggets of thinking, of wisdom, of, you know, just clarity. And yeah, you know, go check them out if you haven't. You know, I'm constantly, every day, I'm trying to put my head into some success, leadership principles. Not to constantly like try to find the answer, but try to just keep my head focused and just try to keep it going. So yeah, man, that's it. I just want to attribute a little bit of my thinking towards them. So I'll keep it short today, keep it light, just like I talked about. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, have a good rest of your week. Go check out the new albums, and yeah, man, we'll talk soon. So much love, keep it light today, baby. Peace.